Nomad. We're gonna be having Sunsparks going up against Resurgence, and this is Resurgence's 4th series of the day. This is effectively their 7th game of the day, non-stop straight. And that would mean that fatigue will become a huge factor in this game. Now, a Kaja Valir is going to be banned out here by Sunsparks on the side of Resurgence. We're going to be banning out the jaw-headed Natalia. Because of Natalia being banned out, they're okay with giving away the Selena. And to retaliate, they are going to go for a Thumbs and Esmeralda. Pretty default side lane pick here for Resurgence. Reflecia. Sunsparks is going to go for the Ling and the Claude. Now, what Resurgence can do here is to deny the tank picks here for Sunsparks, opting to either go for an Atlas. Yeah, go for an Atlas, ban out a Grok. Or, yeah, ban out a Grok, because this is a squishy composition here for Sunsparks so far. Very, very,
Your team is
a very squishy composition for Sunsparks so far. Popol and Koopa instead is going to be the pick here for Resurgence. Atlas ban if they're not going to go for Atlas. Oh, they don't want the Angeling. I don't know. Yeah, that denies Ling's lethality.
Your team is picking.
There. Good ban. But I don't think Sunsparks is going to be committing a lot of bodies there for that. Kufra is going to be picked up. Atlas is way open. High loss as well is going to be a good pick here for Sunsparks. The only marksman remaining that Resurgence can go for is a Kimmy or a Bruno. The viable ones, to say the least. Unless that's gonna be a marksman Popol and Koopa, a horror Popol and Koopa. That's a question.
Your team is picking.
Sunsparks gonna be locking in the X-Borg and the Atlas. So gonna know who our side laners are gonna be. It's gonna be the Ling and the X-Borg. Selena, Claude, and Atlas are gonna be pushing up in the mid lane. Last pick is indeed going to be a Bruno. So it is going to be a utility Popol and Koopa. This utility Popol and Koopa lineup might work for them because they can split push as well. Bruno is reliant on securing the spike in the late game spike that he inherently has, because he will be able to deal out a lot of crit damages there. Lots of crits for days, so to speak. But at the same time, it's the Ling. It's the link that they have to take in consideration here. They don't have good catches here for the Ling, so they're gonna have to be playing it safe and wait for Sunsparks to initiate a fight. Diving into the early game, really early invade here by Resurgence. Kilowatt and Reflecia, they are going to be responding to that, responding a lot of bodies to that, and Jason, no doubt, is going to go down. He's not going to be taking anybody with him. A Resurgence, they are in the back line. Skill VJ kind of in a bad spot there. Will be BMIing in towards KZP, and that just costed him the game. Not the game, the death. His life, I mean. 2 flickers expended already. And already these teams do not want to let up. This is a level 2 fight. They're not letting up. These guys want to end this or get an advantage as fast as they can. And Resurgence, they're not letting up on this orange buff. They want to secure this for themselves in order for Link to not be able to fight up. And Jason is joining into the fray once again. That's a lot of bodies. There goes the revenge onto Jay. And Jay's going to go down. Here comes a retaliation from Sunsparks. They're going to be backing off. That is the orange buff going to Leah on that Bruno. Two minutes into the game, we get an extended team fight. One more if we reach the 10-minute mark, if ever we do reach the 10-minute mark. JP eyeing down Sana. Will be level 4 soon, but instead opting to just go for the scrap gold and get the level 4 from there, and then hopefully go for an engage while that's happening. Over at the river, a bit of scuffle between Sync and Greed. And a full-on disengage by both of them is what's going to happen. Still eyeing out this mid lane. Abyssal Arrow is going to be connecting onto KZP. KZP almost falling down. Reed's going to be paying the price. Fatal Links committed there. No, really, a lot of things happen. Good rage connection there onto JP. Shuts him down. Turtle is up. That is a free turtle for Resurgence. Resurgence, they're looking good in this fight. They're taking control of the map. Because of that extended team fight here at the bottom lane, Sunsparks weren't really able to normalize the situation. And Jason will get the solo kill onto KLVJ as a rotation here from Sunsparks to contest this Soul Thumbs player, Reflecia, on his own. We'll be backing off there. KZP. Once again, this is a fight for the orange buff. Abyssal Arrow will be connecting onto KZP, but no follow throughs here. This has to be an orange buff defaulted to them. There's no way that Sunsparks would be risking their lives for that. And now KZP and the rest of our Resurgence will start pushing in towards the mid lane. We'll get one down as they secure JP. That Tempest of Blades was uncalled for. Shouldn't have went there. With that, tier 2 turret might actually go down as well. They do have a lot of damage, and they are going to be disengaging. The last Insanity is going to be forcing them back, though. Good zoning there, but this tier 2 turret is already going to go down 4 minutes 30 seconds into the game. Over the top side, top lane turret is going to go down as well. 22 minutes. Turtles are going to be spawning soon. And they are, Resurgence is effectively zoning out Sunsparks here from ever taking the turtle in this fight. Kilowatt, no Feraga armor available. Fire sticks and fire missiles not going to be catching anybody there. Sunsparks looking for a way to equalize the game. Abyssal Arrow connects onto Thumbs. A Garrote being committed by Greed, not really able to delete anybody there. Gets another Abyssal Arrow connection. And the Cautered Flames are going to be be used here by Jason in order to sustain himself. And this is going to be a free turtle. No contestation. Calamity Reaper now on the hands of Sana. Sana's going to be a big problem here. But a Demon Hunter Sword just in time for KLVJ as Sana almost falls down by the hands of JP. KLVJ gets the kill there. Over to the back lines though. Good! Fatal Links connection. Not a lot of follow-throughs here on the side of Sunsparks. HPs are relatively low though for this Resurgence roster. Mid lane gonna go down. Jason gonna be fighting this Rafflesia almost solo. That's Leah. 6-0-3 on a bounty hunter. That's a lot of money going his way. He has 6,000 goldie. He is way ahead of the curve here compared to Sunsparks. They're all even. Sunsparks is all evenly farmed up here, which means they will be scaling in the late games part of the game. But I don't know if Resurgence is gonna go to that stage of the game, as another kill is gonna be secured here onto Kilowash. In Sunsparks, it is not a good game number one here for them. Already having the Berserker's Fury there for that Bruno. But you're going to be expecting a lot of crits for days. Scarlet Phantom might be next in line here for this Bruno. Let's have the endless battle as well. Kilowash will not be able to stand long, to last long in this fight. JP trying to salvage everything. Look at that! Woo! Balls to the face of JP. That was one hit, quarter HP. Oh my god, they cannot control this Bruno, and they will not be able to control this Bruno if the game, if Resurgence decides to push in and end the game as fast as they can. Their win condition, Sunsparks' win condition here is going to be on to KLVJ and JP. They have to make sure that they pick off the Bruno, and at the same time Bruno is being protected properly here by Resurgence. And they're gonna start pushing in the lanes in the mid and the top lane. Gets the revenge onto Greed. Greed's gonna be forced to back off over the top lane though. HP's low. Koopa is down. There goes the Fatal Links onto the turret range, but it's not gonna be enough. Rafflesia gonna fall down by the hands of Leah. Top lane turret is gonna go down as well. KZP just jumping in left and right. This is zone everybody out from this turret. Abyssal Arrow not gonna be connecting to anybody. KLVJ in the back lines goes for the Blazing Duet. Sana low on HP, almost gonna take him out, but Sana falls down. There goes the Immobilize. Gonna be forced to use the Tempest of Blaze defensively, and Bruno hurts. Bruno really hurts. And they can't help it. As soon as Bruno auto attacks anybody, they're going to be forced to back off. And that is how Resurgence is winning this fight against Sunsparks. Sunsparks needs to secure the Lord here. And as I say that, Last Insanity, not a lot of damage. In the back lines, Leah just doing his job and actually pushing forward onto KLVJ, and KLVJ is going to go down. 2 members left alive here. Ling in the back lines will not be able to survive that. It's just going to be Rafflesia on its own. We might just have game here, as 10 seconds is not going to be enough to end this game. Rafflesia going to try to go for a Fatal Link play there, but no Fatal Links available, and this is going to be game. Resurgence takes game number 1 quite fast. The fastest game in the day that we've ever had. So there's that. Resurgence, game number 1. And Sunsparks looking like they are out of it in game number 1. So they need to draft this game wisely for them. Natalia and Selena is going to be banned out here. No respect bans for the Ling just yet. Because Ling was pretty much disrespected during game number 1. Not a chance to move around freely. And Bruno was disrespected as well. They weren't able to catch down the Bruno. So they need to draft with this in mind. Sunsparks.
Your team is picking.
It's going to be the Jawhead and the Valier being the final bans here. Kaja being picked up. Any opportunities for Sunsparks to go for another Ling is way out the window. Tom's Insalak and the Esmeralda, pretty much your default side laners here for any team for that matter. And Claude is going to be secured. We could see a high loss being picked up. A high loss might be a good pickup. Kagura. Oh, that was a misclick. It's an Atlas. Team fights are now out of the window here. Kind of showing their cards quite early, Resurgence and Sunsparks. They need to fight this Atlas. They need to fight this team fight centric pickup. But they need to also take into consideration that Kaja can pick off whoever they decide to be their core is. I think a Lancelot might be a good pick here later on, just so that they can have the
Your team is banned.
the damage output mitigated as soon as the CC is being mitigated with the Thorn Rose. I mean, but this is going to be Kufra. This is going to be Rafflesia's signature hero. Wondering if it is going to have an impact in this game.
Your team
Export being banned out. Try to lessen the damage of the funnel strategy, if ever that's going to be the case here for Resurgence. There goes the Ling ban. JP won't be able to use the Ling. What's going to be the call here for Sunsparks? So that's going to be a utility Popo and Koopa. Are they going to be gunning for a Bruno here for Sunsparks? It could work. Kimmy's also available, but Uranus being picked up will just deny the Kimmy on the side of Sunsparks.
Masha.
Oh, a Masha and a Farsa. Ooh, Resurgence. They want to end this fast.
Farsa. Your team
Masha's going to be able to melt turrets as soon as she hits level 4, and she's relatively safe in a side lane, so I'm liking this Resurgence pickup. This last pick from Sunsparks better be worth it though. They can still even out the playing field with the Popo and Koopa, and a carry is a Kimmy is a good hover here and should be a good pick.
Kimi.
That's the name of the game here for today. It's gonna be split pushes. If we're gonna look into the composition, it's a team fight centric composition here for Resurgence. Sunsparks, they are gonna be acting a bit counter initiative-y, if that is even a word. With this lineup, they're gonna want to push back the Atlas. That is going to be Reflecia's job. Tom's gonna be peeling for Kimmy. He's gonna try to go and jump onto Farsa. Or Claude for that matter. It's gonna be crucial for Popolin Koopa to shut down Claude as soon as he BMIs in with the Blazing Duet, try to stop him in his tracks. But they don't have fast rotates here for that Masha. We're gonna be diving into the final game of the series and the final game of the day. Resurgence, 4 series in. I don't think they're gonna be letting up just yet. This might be a sign of an early invade from Resurgence, and they are gonna do just that. Invades are coming in. Side of Sunsparks gonna try to deny this orange buff from the Claude. And Kimmy will be able to secure that. No attempts of a steal happening there. Gonna be jumping onto Sana. No kills just yet. This is the same thing that happened earlier on. You're fighting for the buffs. And over at the mid lane, they're sieging up the minions. They got... Oh, I thought they got another buff away from Jason. Bottom lane, though. First blood gonna go to the hands of Kilowash. And now they're gonna be retaliating that with a kill, attempt on the kill onto Masha. Gets the stun with the Popolin Koopa, but they're gonna be backing off. Not the stun, the immobilization from the Popolin Koopa. Kind of a slow rotate here. KSP does not have the fatal links available just yet. Reflecia diving in onto Jason. Would have paid the price for that. Meanwhile, top lane being secured here by Sunsparks. And they're going to be backing off. Killwash going in for the cut. And it's just relatively a stalemate here. As we look for, look and wait for them big team fights. Gets a Divine Judgment onto Killwash. Reflecia going to try to help out his teammate. But there goes the feathered airstrike by Sync. Secures the kill onto Killwash. Turtle's gonna be up, and Masha can pretty much solo the turtle. Gonna be popping the first skill in order to chase up this JP, this Esmeralda. And turtle is gonna be secured by Sunsparks. And Reflecia is gonna be diving in on the KZP. Turtle's gonna be secured, and they're gonna be turning onto this Resurgence roster. Jason gonna be forced to a BMI in, and JP will get caught by the falling. Will go and commit the falling star moon. I mean, onto that Farsa to stop damage from coming in. And Sana dives in. Will take down Koopa. Oh, another off-camp kill there. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's going to be Killwash going for a revenge on the Sana. The mid lane is the next objective here. As well as top lane, actually. Leah can defend this, no doubt. Sunsparks is giving up a lot of bodies here for the bottom lane. Goes for the rage. She gets a connection. Raflesia secures the kill for himself. And Sunsparks, they managed to secure the first blood turret as well. And they're going to be rotating in onto this Masha. Masha does not have any HP. She will be able to run away. And there goes the rotation here by KZP. KZP does have the Fatal Links. Not going to be committing it yet. Not a lot of teammates available for them. The top lane turret is going to go down. Mid lane turret is the next in line here for Sunsparks to equalize, to get map priority here. Because the jungle is now way open here for these guys.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Tom's going to be soloing the turtle there. Masha tries to stop. It's actually waiting in the back lines. That's going to be the Fitted Airstrike to just zone out Sunsparks, but I don't think it's going to be as effective. They still managed to secure the buff there, and Greed is looking to be a problem here. Slowly becoming a problem, actually. You really can't stop Koopa there. And that is a good Divine Judgment onto Raflesia. KZP going to try to follow it up with himself. Instead going to be backing off. There goes the Blazing Duet, though. Raflesia is going to be forced to stay in the back lines. Solo kill by JP over the top lane there onto the Masha. KLVJ just out of range. Raflesia knocks Sync up. And now Sync is going to die by the hands of Greed. Raflesia manages to survive by the skin of his teeth. This bottom lane is going to be pushed up again. And KZP under the turret aggro will fall down. Is not safe anywhere. That's going to be the mid lane turret going down. As fast as how Resurgence played this game, that is how Sunsparks is doing it. Top lane turret is going to go down as well. They're giving Resurgence a taste of their own medicine here at this point. They're going to be tying up this best of 2 series. Gets the stun onto Jason. Jason manages to make it out there. Top lane, though, it's a Masha versus JP, and it's a Masha versus an Esmeralda, I mean. And there is going to be the rotation here from Sunsparks and Resurgence. Pressure is being applied towards the side of Resurgence as well. And this allows Kilowatt to secure the turtle without any problems. Good Divine Judgment, though, onto Greed. Slide opening. I don't think they should have an idea that the turtle is going to be taken. But they are not going to be giving up any bodies for just the turtle. Lord is going to be crucial, though. Look at that maximum charge onto Sync. Bottom lane, though. Kilowatt will be shoving this lane. Sync does have the Lightning Truncheon available. Oh, the HPs from Greed's very low. There goes the Fatal Links. Connecting onto 2 people. Jason with a Divine Judgment. Not the Divine Judgment, but the Blazing Duet in the backlines pushes down the HPs very low here for Sunsparks. But KLVJ is the primary problem here for Resurgence. One of the ways that Resurgence can actually come back from this is if they can pick off KLVJ. That is what they need to pick off here. And a pause is not going to be called. I think that was a mispress there. Leah's going to get caught with Raflesia and the gang. It is a 5v4 for now for the next 25 seconds. And they're gonna have to survive as long as they can. Sunsparks are waiting for the Lord. The Lord is gonna help them out a lot in terms of securing the lane push here. So there's that. Felicia looking to dive in, opting to not go in instead. KZP has the last insanity, but there goes the Divine Judgment onto JP. Slight opening. Slight opening. Kilowatt already starting this Lord take. Jason slowly pushing up the bottom lane. Does have the golden staff available now. KLVJ just cutting this minion wave in the top lane for Masha to not have a good time in pushing. Masha should be able to melt down the tier 1 turret. Felicia's gonna get caught. The maximum charge connects onto Farsa as well. There goes the Blazing Duet. The Blazing Duet is enough to take down Reflecia. And KZP is gonna be paying the price for that. He is gonna go down. And KZ, oh, he actually managed to survive there, and Jason pays the price for that. And they don't mind that there's no minions there. They're gonna be starting to push. Leah's gonna have to fall back here to defend this. Chunky minions are gonna be pushing the mid lane. Super minions are pushing in, and the Lord's also pushing in the mid lane. So that's basically a heavy push there in the mid lane. And they need to make this work. Durant's being picked up by Sana. Maximum charge brings Sync down to low HP. KZP does have the Fatal Links. Fatal Links should be good here. And they get KLVJ. Winter Truncheon's not going to be enough for you, sir. As a primary damage dealer here is down on the side of Sunsparks. Resurgence trying to look for an opportunity to fight back. This Singaporean lineup will want to fight back as best as they can. The Philippine representatives here on Sunsparks, they're looking to end this game, but they cannot end this game with greed out of the equation for the next 20 seconds. Resurgence has to wait for the Lord here in order for them to fight back. And they need to make sure that they secure the Lord as well. Speaking of the Lord is going to be spawning in 2 minutes. And already Resurgence is leaning towards that area. It's a 4-man heavy stack here in this brush. This is a death brush. I think they're going to be waiting for Kilowatt there. But they cannot leave their base for a long time because top lane is going to be pushed up here, no doubt, by Sunsparks. Only a matter of time for the minions to go down. Farsa with the feathered airstrike going to be deterring the push. Sana looking for an opportunity to go for the Divine Judgment. Goes a Blade of Despair onto Kilowatt as well. Reflecia jumping in from the back lines. Gets Divine Judgmented there. He's going to go down. No, the Immortality is going to be popped actually. And that's going to be the base being pushed up. But there are no minions. There are no minions for Kilowatt and crew. But this is open field for Sunsparks as they can secure the Lord here. It's not looking good, really, for Resurgence. This is almost the same thing that happened to them during game number 1. I mean, this is the same thing that they did to Sunsparks during game number 1, and they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Albeit it's not as fast as they want it to be. Sunsparks, I mean, but you know, it's still heavy. It's still a heavy presence here over in terms of the map. 5 seconds until the Lord spawns, and Resurgence, they need to contest this. And the Lord is gonna be started out. And Resurgence, they can't contest this. They need to fall back. Rafflesia, patience from Rafflesia, waiting for KZP to dive in. KZP is going to dive in. Will have the Fatal Links, and Rafflesia does not have immortality. Slight blunder there on their side. They're all crumpled up together. And JP goes for the Falling Star. Moon is dishing out a lot of damage. The Blazing Duet is not going to be a factor because he's going to get deleted. Just like that, it is a 4v3. And knocking on the door, that is what Sunsparks is doing here for Resurgence. As the Lord marches in towards the mid lane. Maximum charge brings almost 2 members to half HP. Goes for the Fatal Links. Not going to be enough. Kilowatt is going to be pushing this base. And Sunsparks, they are going to be tying the series. And that is going to be it for the day. Just Sunsparks able to control the map.